For activity 7.2, each of you is going to be given a worksheet with 8 different scatter plots on it that looks just like mine, okay? What you're going to be doing is you are going to be working first by yourself and then with your table group to try to create different categories to organize these 8 scatter plots. So I would probably list my categories on the back. For the first part of the activity, you can make your categories anything that you want, okay? So it's whatever you want as long as you can explain why the scatter plots fall into each of those categories. So on the back side, I would say maybe my categories, and that can be one section. The second part of the activity, you need to sort your cards by association. So you're going to list which of the scatter plots have a positive association, which of the scatter plots have a negative association. And then the third part of the activity, you are comparing linear and nonlinear. Okay, so linear, you're going to list which of the scatter plots have a linear association, which ones of them you're going to be able to draw a line through, which one of them have a nonlinear association. So linear, let's remind ourselves, linear means a straight line. Anything other than a straight line, so maybe a curve or a scatter plot that just doesn't really have any association at all, that would be nonlinear. So we're going to take about 5 minutes to complete this activity. Pause the video. When you're finished, come back together or play the video and we will go over the answers together. Okay, so for this discussion, we're mostly only going to talk about your associations in linear and nonlinear, simply because I'm not there to listen to your other categories that you created. I'm sure they were wonderful, but we're going to focus on positive and negative association and linear and nonlinear. So starting with our positive associations, you should have seen that graphs F right here and graph G kind of have that positive association. So here it looks like the data's increasing as this increases, here as this is increasing. Negative associations, I would say B has a negative association, I would say C has a negative association, D has a negative association, and E has a negative association. And then I would say that A up here, it looks like the data kind of goes up and then back down. I would say that doesn't have either association, not positive or negative. I would say the same thing about H down here, because it looks like it kind of goes down and then it comes back up. So I would say that one probably also doesn't really have any association, not positive or negative. It wouldn't fit into either category. For linear and nonlinear, I would say that graph C has a linear association, right? It looks like we could draw a good line right through all that. I would say that graph E has a good nonlinear association, and that's probably all I would say. Because if we look at graph A, we wouldn't really have a line, it would be more of a curve. Graph B, it kind of levels off up here and then it goes down, so a straight line really doesn't match that. Graph D kind of looks like a curve, so I would say a straight line doesn't really make sense there either. Graph F, it looks like it's flat and then it goes up, so again, not a straight line. Graph G looks like it goes up and then it levels off, not really a straight line. And then H, it looks like a big curve as well with some extra points down here. So for linear associations, I would say probably only C and E have a nonlinear association, and then A, B, D, F, G, and H all have nonlinear associations.